Mobile Palengke's got you covered. Shop, buy, and order what you need with just a click of your fingertip. From fruits to vegetables and other necessities, we can deliver it to your doorstep.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Healthy Living Wise Thinking with Mobile Palengke Episode 3. Please allow us to begin by introducing ourselves. My name is Megan Chwatiamsi.
And I am Irvin Corina, and we are your hosts for today. And of course, we'd like to greet everyone who always visits our Facebook page or watches our YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a good time. And because today is April 1, happy April Fools.
Tama ka nga dyan. Today is April 1, so happy April Fools. But to all our viewers, you don't have to be worried because we'll be giving you an insightful topic for today. All serious, so please send your greeting so that we know that you're here with us today and hype the like, care, or love reaction button below.
Okay, so before we start, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the following sponsors: Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines, Philippine Hotels Directory, Philippine Malls Directory, Online Pasalubong Center, Alabang Real Estate Directory, The Real Estate Directory, Accounting Portal Philippines, Philippine Travel Expo, Philippine Virtual Expo, MedResults Medical Services, Pa-Home Service, and Philippine Workshops. So ayun, we have a lot of sponsors for today, and once again, let's give our thanks to our sponsors.
and you have a- and you have any question during the broadcast, please leave them in the comment section. So before we proceed, let's have a quick recap kung ano ba nangyari last week. So our guest speaker for last week is Mrs. Stella May Mindalgoho. She shared with us how she started sharing some of her healthy recipes in her TikTok account. She even expounded the meaning of 80% nutrition, 20% exercise in her bio.
And for sure, our audience will also have a lot of tips and insights today, since our topic is all about healthy living, wise thinking from a vegetarian's perspective. And also, this episode still serves as the celebration of another year of Mobile Palenque, as we wish for more success in the upcoming future and to take this opportunity to celebrate Filipino Food Month.
So, without further ado, we'd like to introduce today's guest speaker. Our guest for this episode is an engineer, a vegetarian, and a TikTok content creator who hopes to make a plant based lifestyle more acceptable and open to people. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Carissa Pureza-Javier. Please have a virtual round of applause.
Hi!
Hi!
Hi,
Si,
Megan.
Hello
Hi,
po.
Irvin.
Good afternoon
Good
po.
Good
afternoon po.
afternoon.
Miss, tama po ba yung pag-pronounce ko po sa inyong full name?
Carissa Pureza-Javier.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay po.
Yun po, it's a pleasure to meet you po, Miss Carissa. And on behalf po of Mobile Palengke team, we want to thank you po for accepting our invitation to be our guest speaker for today. So,
Yes, thank
yan.
you. It's my pleasure.
Yes po. So, ready na po ba tayo, Miss Carissa?
Yes, yes.
Yan. So, we're actually going to ask a couple of questions po in this interview. But just to loosen up a bit, kamusta naman po kayo, Miss Carissa?
Okay naman. Masaya naman. Actually, medyo umuulan dito sa amin. So, hindi ko alam kung naririnig nyo yung ulan sa labas. Malakas kasi. So,
Opo,
nag-worry
no?
ako baka maka-apekto sa sounds ng live natin.
Yun, baliktad pala po tayo, Miss Carissa, na dito naman po sa amin sobrang init po sa labas.
Sa amin
So,
rin
ayun,
po
di
eh.
na talaga natin maintindihan yung panahon
Well,
natin
baka
nowadays.
Yeah.
papunta na dyan yung
Ayun
ulan.
nga po, sana. Pero yun po, no? A reminder po sa ating mga viewers, since summer po ngayon, don't forget to hydrate para may energy tayo sa kahit anong haharapin natin. So ayun, pwede na po tayo mag-start with our Q&A portion. So ayun po, for the first question po, Miss Carissa, what is vegetarianism and what classifies a vegetarian po?
Oh, okay. Vegetarian actually is the elimination of meat or animal meat products. Pero actually, normally nako-confuse yung mga tao between vegetarian and vegan. Vegetarian kasi we still consume animal byproducts. So byproducts meaning eggs, dairy, honey. And then the vegans kasi they don't consume meat and anything related to animals. So yun, basically yun lang naman. And it goes beyond food with being vegetarian or vegan. Actually, vegetarian vegan, medyo nagkakalapit na yung meaning nila except for the byproducts nga. Normally, yung mga tao nagta-transition from vegetarian to vegan para hindi abrupt yung change. So, yun.
Ayun.
To follow up lang po, ano po ba yung different types of vegetarianism?
Oh, okay. There's one is lacto-vegetarian. Lacto from milk, from the word milk. So, ibig sabihin, lacto-vegetarian, kumakain ka pa rin ng milk. And then there's ovo-vegetarian, which is the second type. Ovo meaning egg. So, kumakain ka pa rin ng egg. So, kapag ovo-vegetarian ka, kumakain ka ng milk. Ay, hindi ka kumakain ng milk, pero kumakain ka ng egg. Ayun. And then there's lacto-ovo, which is me. I'm lacto-ovo vegetarian. I eat both eggs and dairy. And then there's what they call the fourth kind is the semi-vegetarian. So, minsan vegetarian sila, minsan kumakain sila ng meat. Another term for this is flexitarian. So, yun lang naman.
Yun. So yun po yung different types of vegetarianism ha. Pakinote na lang po sa ating mga viewers. So yun po, for the next question naman po, Miss Carissa, when did you start being a vegetarian po?
Oh, I started back in 2019. So, almost 3 years na. I haven't eaten meat in 3 years, grabe.
So ayun po, follow-up question lang for that. What made you decide po to abstain from eating meat or animal products po?
Okay. I don't know where to start. Yeah, long version or short version. A lot of people think kasi na being vegetarian comes overnight. Pero most of the time, it comes with a process. As I've mentioned, as you also introduced me earlier, I'm an engineer. I'm actually a chemical engineer, and then I also studied a few units on environmental engineering, renewable energy, environmental sustainability. And dun sa course ko on environmental sustainability, I discovered na yung effects ng animal agriculture sa climate change. So, parang I fell into the rabbit hole of trying to do research about it, trying to understand how it affects our ecosystem, kung paano nakaka-harm yung animal farming using greenhouse gases and carbon footprints to kung paano siya nakaka-apekto sa climate change. And initially, I was hesitant to accept na may harm pa rin. I mean, yes, plastic is bad, ganyan. But animal farming or reducing meat or abstaining from meat is something that I can do on my own, alone, with my full control, and I can start it now. Parang yun yung ano ko. So, I started with pescatarian. Pescatarian naman is fish and seafoods yung pinaka-meat mo. So, fish, seafoods, gulay, and fruits kapag pescatarian. And then, after a few weeks lang, kinagat ako ng dog ko. Yung dog na kasama ko sa sa poster, sa picture ko sa poster, kinagat niya ako, naglalaro kami. And then sabi ng doctor, oh, bawal ka sa malalansa, bawal ka muna sa seafoods. So, nung time na yon, pescatarian na ako. Sabi ko, this is a good opportunity para i-try maging vegetarian. So, yun, nag-vegetarian na ako. And then, I never looked back. Parang na-enjoy ko na siya.
So, ayun. Meron naman pala pong scientific reasons pala po yung isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit nag-shift si Miss Carissa into being a vegetarian.
So, Miss Carissa, aside po sa na-mention niyo kanina, what are the other reasons why people choose to have a plant-based lifestyle?
Oh, okay. Number one, pinaka-common is religion. So, yung mga Buddhist, Hindu, Jainist, sila yung talagang they respect life. Actually, vegans, most of them are vegans na ayaw din nila ng eggs, dairy, ganyan. Another reason is for health kasi marami na ring studies na plant-based lifestyle can improve your health. Actually, si World Health Organization and American Dietetics Association, they do recommend a plant-based diet and they even recommend it to pregnant women. So, kumbaga, lahat ng nutrients na meron sa karne, mahahanap din naman natin siya sa halaman. And then, actually, yung for health, usually yung mga gumagawa ng vegetarianism for health is yung mga heavy meat eaters dati. na kailangan na talaga nilang mag-change ng diet nila or ng lifestyle nila. So, napipilitan silang mag-vegetarian kasi sobrang heavy na yung nakain nilang meat throughout their life. And then the third one is like me, for the environment, na-realize nila, yun nga, um, plastic is bad, transportation, yung mga usok sa transportation is bad, but being vegetarian, you have full control over it eh. Parang, I can make the decision right here, right now, and it's empowering. And then, the last kind, and I think ito rin yung pinaka-controversial, is for the animals. Aminin naman natin na meat comes from something alive, from an animal. So, maraming animal lovers na ayaw nilang mag-take part sa cruelty na yon, ayaw nilang ma-involve sa mga ganon, and they live a life of compassion. Ayun, yun lang. So it's number one is religion, number two is health, three is the environment, and fourth is animals. So kung meron pa, hindi na ako aware, pero normally yun lang apat na yun.
Okay po. Now, for the next question naman po, aside from the reasons that you've mentioned earlier, ano po yung mga naging adjustments nyo nung nag-transition po kayo from your previous lifestyle, from your previous diet, into being a vegetarian?
I started with I'm a junk food vegetarian until now. Aminin ko, kaya nga every time people tell me na you're so healthy, you eat, parang, oh no, I'm not healthy. Hindi yata kasi mahilig ako sa french fries, mahilig ako sa beer, sa wine, sa potato chips, sa mga ganyan. Pero at the beginning, I didn't know, kasi I became vegetarian not for health, di ba? I became vegetarian for environmental reasons. So, hindi ako marunong maging healthy. Hindi ko yung masyadong inaral kung paano maging healthy. So, at the start, I was eating milk tea, french fries, and chocolates. Yun lang yung kinakain ko kasi hindi ako creative. Hindi ako talagang wala. And then, eventually, na-realize ko na, oh, there's so many gulay sa bahay kubo. Marami namang edible plants dyan, pwede kong itanim, pwede akong humingi sa kapitbahay ng malunggay, ganyan. So, I learned how to be resourceful and creative. And eventually, parang nag-evolve na lang naturally yung pagiging vegetarian ko.
So ayun, kahit pala vegetarian, no, na-enjoy pa rin yung mga go-to favorite food natin.
Yes!
Like milk tea, french fries, no? Actually, ngayon ko lang din yan nalaman. No?
Ako din, ngayon ko lang din nalaman.
Pwede pala yun.
So, Miss, did you have a hard time na mag-transition to be a vegetarian?
Actually, no. A lot of people ask me this kung mahirap, pero I've already set my mind into it. I've already had a core reason why I want to do it. So, importante sa akin yung mission ko, yung reason ko kung bakit. So, parang it was like a switch na I'm not looking back. I don't want to eat meat anymore. Parang I've learned the harms and ganyan na it's something that I can do for the planet. It's something I can do for these animals. And yun, parang mas na-excite ako to the idea that I get to taste other plants na mas marami pa akong hindi natitikman. Like, dati hindi ko masyado alam yung truffles. Diba? Truffles is good. Truffle pasta, mga edamame. Hindi ko alam yun before. Now, parang, okay, may lentils pala, may ganito pala. So, lumawak yung palette and mas na-excite ako to taste more foods. Because I also discovered na we have 80,000 edible plants around the world. So, I have 80,000 more halaman to taste. Oo.
So, ayun, no, depende pala po talaga siya sa reasons nyo. Kasi personally, may iba po ang kakilala na they had a really hard time transitioning to becoming a vegetarian. Kasi yun nga, di naman natin ma-deny na masarap talaga kumain ng karne. So, ayun, it boils down lang talaga to your personal reasons.
I think nahirapan yung mga for health. Because they have to shift kahit against their will, they're forced to shift to that lifestyle. Kasi coming from an unhealthy lifestyle and then you're going to transition, sometimes it's better to look for your support group, like yung mga Facebook groups, mga Vegan Manila, Vegan Philippines, Vegan Strong Philippines for vegan athletes, or you can ask a dietitian din. So yun.
Ayun. So, na-mention po natin kanina, no, na matagal na tayong hindi nakakatikim ng meat. So, yung question po natin is related to that. Are there any instances po when you're tempted to change your diet back to your old one po?
No, I wasn't tempted. Kasi nga, parang set na yung mind ko. Parang nasarado ko na siya. Parang, eto na ako. I'm gonna be vegetarian. I'm never looking back. So, kapag may namimiss ako, may maraming veggie meat. Maybe you can add that sa mobile palengke categories or sa mga paninda nyo. Maraming veggie meat dyan. San Miguel Foods has veggie meat, on meat veggie meat. Pati veggie isaw, vegan isaw. Grabe. Lahat ng pinatikim ko ng vegan isaw, nasarapan sila. Hindi nila ma-distinguish yung difference. So, yun, marami nang available. And again, mas na-excite ako to discovering new flavors kesa going back to the old meat. Ganon.
Ayun. So, may commitment talaga si Miss Carissa to being a vegetarian. Ayun.
Iti-take note po namin yung suggestion sa mobile palengke. To have a vegan yan.
Marami available actually sa mga groceries, mga frozen meat, frozen veggie meat, frozen. Tsaka they're very affordable. Like 100 pesos lang, ganyan. So it's a good alternative.
So, Miss, is there anyone na nag-inspire ba sa inyo? Aside po dun sa kayo na reason na sabi niyo kanina, meron po bang specific person na or artista na na-inspire kayo maging vegetarian?
Honestly, wala. Nung naging vegetarian na lang siguro ako, nung nag-decide na ako, saka na lang ako nakahanap ng inspiration. Pero when I was starting, I'm the only vegetarian in my family and in my group of friends. So wala akong kilala talaga. Wala as in. So parang when I made that decision, I'm on my own. It's a path that I have to take on my own. And kaya siguro rin committed ako because I believed in the goal, in the advocacy. And then, wala akong nakitang influence at that time. So, nung naging vegetarian na ako, nung nag-commit na ako, saka na ako naghanap sa Instagram ng mga influencers, saka na ako naghanap sa YouTube ng mga recipes. And for local na influencer, na-influence ako, si The Foodie Takes Flight. She's a 23-year-old vegan here in the Philippines. Sobrang sarap ng recipes niya. And then there's also a Stig Vegan that I found out. And then there's dietitian Jello. He's a vegan dietitian. And then for international, marami sa international. Like for example, sino yung nasa Frozen? Si Kristen Bell. Si Zac Efron is also vegan. Mga vegan athletes, NBA vegan athletes, mga Olympians that are vegan. Those inspire me kasi I'm not very athletic. I was never sporty, pero seeing them and how they perform in their sport, in their craft, parang nakaka-inspire na, wow, ang lakas naman niya for a plant-based athlete. Yun.
So,
Okay
ayun.
lang po yun.
Next,
Sorry.
sige, go ahead, Miss
And,
Megan.
okay lang din po yun na hindi po kayo athletic. Ako rin po, di rin po ako athletic. So, na-feel ko rin po yun.
Ayan. So yun nga, marami palang inspiration si Miss Carissa, and as she, continues her journey as a vegetarian. So ayun po, no, Miss Carissa, matagal naman na po tayong vegetarian, no?
Yes, since 2019.
Ayun. So yun po, what are the changes that you have observed in yourself simula nung nag-change kayo ng lifestyle niyo?
Oh, number one is the digestion. Siyempre, ang bilis na dun, di ba? Kasi I'm eating a lot of fibers, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Yun talaga, whenever someone asks me kung anong biggest change, it's that. Kasi, hindi ko alam kung may ma-offend dito or may pero for a regular bowel movement, di ba, it's usually once a day. But when you're a vegetarian or a vegan, very common na yung 2 to 3 times a day. So parang nagulat din ako doon na ganun pa kadami yung kinakain ko. Parang you're flushing out so much kasi madulas na yung Madulas na yung intestines mo.
Yes.
Oo. Yun. And then the skin is
Mm.
actually, I love skincare. Pati skincare ko is plant-based. So that's also another transition that I did. Um, hindi naman sobrang ma-pimples ako before. I'm not sure if you can see. But this is my real skin. I'm not wearing anything. So may mga nagsabi na nag-radiant, naging glowing, ganon. Pero maybe I should check my old photos. I don't know. Yun lang naman. Kasi, wait, sorry to add. Kasi every year, I do annual physical exams, yung for the annual doctor check-up. And in the past years naman na vegetarian ako, normal naman. I mean, I'm considered healthy in medical standards. So, yun.
So yun sa mga ano no, since very trending ang skincare na yon, maybe our
May doggies.
participants ay,
Maybe I should use. Sige, ask your question.
ayun. So yun nga as mentioned no, yung skincare pwede nating incorporate doon yung pagiging vegetarian no. So since trending nga po ang skincare nowadays, we can consider consuming more vegetables para mas natural yung effect. Ayun.
Yes, true.
Saka sa mga hirap din mag-CR dyan. Pwede na kayo mag-shift to vegetarian.
Yeah!
So, Miss, ano po ba yung difference nun, yung pagiging vegetarian sa other kinds of diet?
Oh, okay. Technically speaking, vegetarian is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. Kasi when you say a
Lifestyle.
diet, it's limited to food and then may time frame ka eh. Kunyari, magki-keto diet ako for 6 months or magko-Cohen diet ako for 3 months, mga ganon. With being vegetarian, you're like this for life. Parang, and then it goes beyond food then. So we don't wear, when it comes to fashion, we don't wear leather, silk, fur, wool, yung mga animal-based fashion, ayaw namin nun. And then skincare also, it's plant-based and vegan and cruelty-free. May mga indications naman yon. So we also support that. So I guess that's the thing that separates vegetarian from a diet, vegetarianism or veganism from a diet. Kasi nga, you were not limited to food lang. We're the whole life. Ganun na talaga.
So ayun, mas na-enlighten po ako about this, no? I actually thought na yung vegetarianism is only limited to the diet, pero it also extends din pala to the other
Oo.
things that we do in our life. So
Actually,
ayun,
meron din
Miss,
naman, sorry, just to add, meron din
yes,
naman na who does this just for the diet na, I'm vegetarian for a year or 6 months, and that's okay. But technically speaking, it's beyond that.
so ayun po, Miss Carissa, no? For our next question, when did you start sharing this kind of content online po?
I started in TikTok, and I can't really remember when exactly, pero I'm not sure if you've seen my TikTok, pero it really started in May 2021 last year. Pero hindi pa vegetarian yung content ko noon. It was really animals. In 2021, lockdown pa tayo. Ay, 20, wala pa was it 2021? Yeah, 2021.
Yes.
2022 na ngayon eh. 2021 and lockdown pa tayo, hindi pa ganun ka-mobilized yung vaccines. So, I was trapped at home and then my content was about my pets and my garden. Yun lang naman. And then surprisingly, it went viral. The content was about the birds in my garden. I have a nest, as in wild birds in my garden. And then, dinocument ko lang yung life niya. Eventually, the birds left na, lumaki na sila. So, I ran out of content. Kasi yung content na yun, it went viral. So, naubusan ako ng content and then I tried making content about being vegetarian. I tried making what I eat in a day. And then, nung kumagat yung what I eat in a day, saka na ako nag-introduce ng recipes, saka na ako nag-introduce ng skincare. Ayun.
Yun. So, follow-up question lang po, Miss Carissa. No? So, na-mention natin yung pandemic. Curious lang po ako, how did the pandemic affect your lifestyle as a vegetarian, no? Kasi, di ba, nagkaroon ng lockdowns, there are
Mm.
times na medyo mahirap mag-procure ng groceries and other ingredients, ganun. So yun po, paano po naka-affect yung lockdown or yung pandemic sa lifestyle nyo as a vegetarian?
Oh, before even being a vegetarian, plantita na talaga ako. Plantita yung family ko, my mom, yung daddy ko, ganyan, lahat kami plantitas. So we grow our own vegetables also. So that helped. Pero syempre, kulang yon kasi konti lang naman, konting kamatis, konting okra, konting ginger, yung mga basics lang na fast-moving vegetables yung mga tinatanim namin. And then, to supplement that, we buy online. So, yung, kasi like mobile palengke, it's so fast, di ba? Parang tap, tap, tap lang and then just wait for it to arrive. And it's so convenient. So, aside from our own vegetables, we also buy online. And then if needed or mabilisan, we buy to our local community.
So yun, thank you for that po, Miss Carissa.
So, for my next question, meron po ba kayong specific target audience sa paggagawa po ng mga content?
Initially, wala. Because before kasi I would share my pets in my garden sa Instagram ko. It's just a small audience, a very small audience na sa stories ko lang siya ginagawa. Kasi ang dali lang sa Instagram stories, 'di ba? You just shoot and then post and then kalimutan mo na, 24 hours wala na 'yon. Lahat ng tao nakalimutan na 'yon, ganun lang. But then, to me, it's important to share the life cycle of birds at that time because I was amazed dun sa wildlife na nakita ko within our house. So I put in an effort to edit it. Napaka rough edit pa noon. And then I posted it. So I was able to attract, hindi ko rin alam na bird enthusiasts. Hindi ko in-expect na, oh nga pala, may mga bird enthusiasts nga pala. So I was able to attract bird enthusiasts and then eventually I was able to attract animal lovers, then ganyan. And then, to be honest with you, wala akong specific target. I was just whatever is interesting to me, whatever is amazing or whatever is pwedeng may TikTok quality, pwede na yan. And then, yun nga, parang it evolved na to being vegetarian and I was able to attract, syempre, vegans and vegetarian community. I love the vegan and vegetarian community. Sobrang tight-knit and they're very accommodating. Everyone is welcome even if you're not a meat eater. So I do get their support. And then I also have followers na trying to incorporate more vegetables into their diet. Not necessarily trying to be vegetarian, pero they're incorporating more fruits and vegetables into their diet. And then, meron din mga tao na really trying to be vegetarian or curious to become vegetarian. So yun, parang nag-evolve din yung target audience ko. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Siguro nalilito na si TikTok sa algorithm ko.
Buti
So,
po
ayun.
pala nag-landing yung bird doon.
Oh yeah.
Sa kanya pala nagsimula lahat.
Oo, the bird, my audience named her Marites. So parang it's really a localized na kapitbahay mo lang.
Yes. So ayun po, no? Let's move on to, a more timely question. So yun nga, since there are only a few days left before Holy Week, do you have some Lent season recipes that you can share with us po?
Oh, okay. I have a few sa TikTok ko. Mostly kasi ang pinoproblema ng mga tao is protein, 'di ba? For vegetarians, lagi nilang, saan mo kinukuha protein mo? We do get it from beans, a lot. Kunyari, soybean, lentils, chickpeas. I have those recipes on my TikTok. And then, marami pa iba. Kasi pwede ka namang magpinakbet, munggo, chop suey, tofu, sisig. Ayun, mga ganon. Very basic. I'm not a chef. I'm not a cook. But I am vegetarian. That's why I was forced to learn how to cook. So, yung mga sinashare ko ring recipes sa TikTok ko are very basic. Pang amateur kusina, kusina cook. So, yun. Not very intimidating.
Nakita ko po yung TikTok niya eh. Parang, wow. Parang five-star hotel po eh. Parang sabi ko, nagutom po ako bigla. So, Miss, when I invited you po for our webinar, ano po yung unang pumasok sa isip nyo about our title, Healthy Living, Wise Thinking?
I was scared kasi nga I don't consider myself healthy. Actually, I was thinking of saying no kasi sabi ko baka tanungin nila ako about calorie counting, how much grams yung protein. Baka masyadong technical yung mga questions na hindi naman ako dietitian or nutritionist. I don't have a medical or health background. So, but then you explained naman that we're just interested in your vegetarian lifestyle. We just want to know more about how much vegetables, ganyan. So, yun, I guess yung idea ng mga tao, what is healthy is also evolving na healthy is not just about counting calories or counting how much cholesterol or protein you have, but it's a more holistic view na pati exercise kasama, pati moderation of food kasama na rin. Parang you're allowed to eat what you want as long as in moderation. Ganon. Feeling ko kasi dati, when people think of healthy, parang deprived ka sa soda, sa chocolates, ganyan. But now, I think it's evolving.
Yeah. So yun po, no, Miss Carissa, we're almost at the end of our Q&A. Now, let's have a question naman po na, medyo addressed po sa ating participants who wish to shift into vegetarianism. So ayun po, Miss Carissa, where do you usually buy your ingredients po?
Oh, it's a mixture of online and palengke and grocery. So, for online yung mga hard to find or kasi I love mushrooms. And
Yes.
sometimes hindi available yung mga mushrooms na gusto ko sa palengke or sa grocery. So I buy it online. And then depende rin kasi sa mood ko eh. Kapag tamad ako, mag-online ako.
Online
Kapag
na.
mainit sa labas, lalo ngayon ang init sa labas, napapadalas yung online ko. Hindi, like now, umuulan, maaraw kanina, uulan ngayon. So, yung mga ganong bagay, I buy online. And then for groceries naman, if gusto kong, because since I'm vegetarian, I have to read the labels. I have to check yung mga ingredient list ng, for example, I'm gonna buy jam or I'm going to buy, ano pa ba, kunyari, vegetarian oyster sauce or whatever. I have to read the label. So, for those kinds of things na I want to discover new ingredients, I go to the grocery. Pero for my usual na alam ko ng vegetarian to, alam ko ng um, walang meat product tong pasta sauce na to, I go for online. Ayun.
For business like Mobile Palengke, in what ways do you think it could help you to your goal or career?
I'm sorry. Paulit, Megan, sorry.
For businesses, okay lang po. For businesses like Mobile Palengke, in what ways do you think it could help your goal or career?
Oh, it's very convenient kasi with mobile palengke, lalo na sa online, 'di ba? Yun na nga, at the top of your fingers, you just have to wait and then makikita mo na rin yung total and you can pay cashless. Ganun, hindi ko na kailangan maglabas ng pera or hindi ko na kailangan mag-withdraw pa just to pay. So, it gives the convenience and the accessibility that I need para more time for myself, for my family, for the things that I want to do. Ayun. I think yun din yung ino-offer ng mga online stores like Mobile Palengke, aside from convenience, is yung efficiency na I'm able, instead na I would go out and spend 1 or 2 hours outside, bayad ako parking, mainitan ako, magbuhat ako ng gamit, magbuhat ako ng groceries. I can just wait for it at my doorstep. Can just wait for
Yes.
the grocery on my doorstep. And cashless na, hindi ko na kailangan maglabas ng pera. So yun.
So ayun, another fact pala po, no, about Mobile Palengke. Lahat po ng fruits and veggies natin are mainly produced by our local farmers. Ayun. So local
Wow.
support na rin po. Opo. So ayun po, let's proceed to our final question po. This is again for our audience naman po. who sa mga audience natin na gusto maging vegetarian. So ayun po, what tips or advice can you share with our audience who also want to become vegetarian? And ano po yung first step na masasuggest nyo sa kanila?
Oh, tips. I always say this. It's your why. Yung bakit mo gusto maging vegetarian? Because that is important. Being vegetarian is a personal choice, yes. Pero it goes beyond that. Because if you look at the reasons like religion, health, environment, and animals, the reasons are beyond yourself. Parang I go vegetarian because I love God, because I love my body, I want to spend more time with my family, I love the environment, I love the animals. So it's powered by love. And your reason should also be powered by that. You should be anchored to your why. Kasi every time kakain ka, kapag may handaan kina Aling Marites at may lechon, you will also always remember your why. Kasi kunyari may adobo si kapitbahay or si family friend na you can politely say no and anchor yourself to that belief na I'm doing this for greater good. Ayun.
Yun, so para sa audience po natin, no, I hope na take note po natin yung mga tips ni Miss Carissa. So I believe, Miss Carissa, you've answered all our questions na po. And thank you po for this very insightful Q&A segment.
Thank you,
But before
Irvin.
we proceed po, let's have a quick commercial break po muna. Sa mga audience po natin, relax muna po tayo. And as well as for Miss Carissa po, let's have a commercial break muna.
Thank you. See you later.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Too afraid to go out for grocery shopping? Or are your hands full from other tasks? Worry no more. Mobile Palengke's got you covered. Shop, buy, and order what you need with just a click of your fingertip. From fruits to vegetables and other necessities, we can deliver it to your doorstep.
Okay. So now we're back. To our viewers, you can still send your greetings so we know you're still with us today and hype the like, love, and care reaction button below. Thank you, Mrs. Carissa, for sharing your valuable time with us this afternoon and providing us with wonderful stories, tips, and inspiring insights.
So your presence is highly appreciated po, Miss Carissa, and I also hope that our viewers were able to take down notes and, become inspired for them to start their healthy living journey right now. So now let's proceed to the awarding of the e-certificate as a gesture of gratitude.
This certificate is awarded to Mrs. Carissa Pureza-Javier in recognizing of her significant participation as a guest of the event entitled Healthy Living Wise Thinking with Mobile Palengke Episode 3, held on first day of April 2022, signed by our country manager Sir TJ Yuson and Mobile Palengke's brand head Miss JC De La Cruz.
Thank you.
Yes po.
I
Thank you
had
po.
fun. It was nice talking to Megan and Irvin. Very
So yun
insightful
po, Miss
questions.
Carissa, is there anything you want to promote po, like your social media, or perhaps if you have your own business po, please do so now po. Feel free.
Yes, hi everyone. I can't see everyone, but for the people watching, yes, you can follow me on TikTok. It's Carissa Pureza. Di pa kasi ako
Yes.
married nung ginawa ko yung TikTok account. I just got married. And then you can also follow me on Instagram. It's also Carissa Pureza. Double S. Yun lang. I'll try to make
Yeah.
more recipes and content.
So yun po, no, para sa audience natin, wag nating kalimutan i-follow yung social media accounts ni Miss Carissa on TikTok and Instagram para masubaybayan na rin po natin yung mga recipes niya. So
Yes,
ayun,
tama.
once again, thank you so much po, Miss Carissa, and also I hope everyone enjoyed this afternoon's event.
Thank you.
So again, we would like to thank the following sponsors. Wedding Suppliers Association of the Philippines, Philippine Hotels Directory, Philippine Malls Directory, Online Pasalubong Center, Alabang Real Estate Directory, The Real Estate Directory, Accounting Portal Philippines, Philippine Travel Expo, Philippine Virtual Expo, MedResults Medical Services, Pa-Home Service, and Philippine Workshops. Thank you for supporting our event.
Yan. So please leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or speakers that you'd want us to invite for our next event. And of course, we'd love to hear from you. And a wide range of fresh and healthy foods are available here on Mobile Palengke. So order now, we deliver. Just visit the link tokmall.ph/store/mobile_palengke.
Mobile Palengke is also open for franchise. Just visit our social media accounts at Mobile Palengke for details or email us at wsap.mobilepalengke@gmail.com. Also, please support all WSAP's upcoming events. Again, I am Megan Chotyam Singh.
And I am Irvin Karina, and this ends Healthy Living, Wise Thinking with Mobile Palengke Episode 3. Thank you and stay safe to everyone.